Economics and Finance, Warwick Business School, UK. Profession, financial advisor, partner in a multi-family office. Family information, wife, Shivangi Jain, practicing dentistry in Andheri West. Daughter Myra, 3.5 years old. Animals, presently none, but would like to have a Saint Bernard dog. Hobbies, sports, cricket, tennis and swimming. Hometown, earlier Kolkata, now Mumbai. In Mumbai for more than 13 years. His burning desire is to ensure that families whose wealth he advises reach their desired goals without undue risks. Something no one knows about him, pragmatic approach towards problems. His key to success is his family. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Prateek Jain.
I hope I'm audible. The next slide, please. Okay, a quick background about me. I've been in this industry for the last 14 years, out of which the last 9 years I was with HSBC. Within HSBC, for the last 5 years, I was heading the product and research desk for the private banking team. And I was advising clients to invest money who had an excess of 6.5 crores to invest through us. I have seen various market cycles. I have joined Blue Edge Associates LLP as a partner close to 10 months back. A quick roundup about the firm. Blue Edge has been started by my ex-colleagues of HSBC and friends in 2015. It started with the Delhi chapter. From there, we have started the Bombay and Calcutta chapter. We are 7 partners now. We do not have a relationship model. By that I mean that all the partners are managing the families and we have given a commitment to the family that we will be managing their wealth and their entire portfolio till the time they want us to manage the same. So we do not have a concept that once we grow too big, the portfolio will be passed on to someone junior who would typically do something for a quick buck. So our commitment to our clients in writing is that we would continue till the portfolio they want us to manage. We have a dedicated operations team as well as we have a lot of research inputs. We spend a lot on technology. Our biggest testimony has been that in a span of last 18 months, we have grown from asset size of 0 crores to 1,000 crores under our own advisory code. So apart from that, we are managing or advising clients who have additional money held with other entities of close to 1,000 crores. So we are looking at overall portfolio size of 2,000 crores. We have a commercial real estate book of 1,000 crores too. Our offices are based in Delhi, Mumbai and Calcutta. We have presence in Chennai, Lucknow and Gwalior wherein we go and meet families there, help them with their investments and their portfolio. The larger part is that we have used technology at such a paramount time that regardless of where the client is in the world, we ensure that their investments go through, even if in the US they can just WhatsApp us and we ensure that officially they can just redeem their money or invest if needed. We have been awarded the fastest growing family office by ICICI Prudential last year and we have won various chairman awards from various AMCs like ICICI Prudential, Reliance, SBI, UTI. Go ahead, just a key ethos, we believe that instead of doing complicated things, simple is the best part. The client is our partner and we work with all the best providers in the market. We are free to work with any provider which makes sense for our client. Anand? I'll just spend a minute here on what is the family office. Basically, all of us would be having various advisors. So we would have a banking advisor, we would have a relationship manager, we would be having a portfolio advisor, and typically the client is the center spoke here. If you see the circle in blue, that's where Blue Edge comes in. So we work around the client's existing ecosystem with their existing framework. So we do not ask clients to change their banks, we do not ask clients to change their advisors, we do not ask clients to change their CAs. So we work along with the entire ecosystem of the customer. So if a customer is happy with X bank, whether it's Karnataka, Axis or HDFC, we would work along with them, their branch managers, to ensure that the client achieves their desired financial goals. I'll just put a quote here. It's better to be roughly right than precisely wrong. Okay, so I'll just ask a question here. How many of you would like to send their children overseas for higher education? And how many would prefer to send their child, say, to an ISB in Hyderabad for an MBA, or say, would they like to become a doctor or so? So to give you a perspective, say an undergraduation in Wharton today would cost you not less than 50 lakhs rupees a year. In ISB Hyderabad, the tuition fee would be close to 30 lakhs a year. And so what we do is that we sit with families, understand what is their financial goals, And we actually tell them that the cost today, like in Wharton, which is close to 50 lakhs, can touch to 1.5 crores in a time span of 15 years. So where should they invest as they plan for the same? Similarly, what we look at is, for an Indian style, it's very pompous to have a big marriage. And typically a marriage in India would cost 50 lakhs to a crore today. So basis that time frame, how many of you would like to have a pompous, a great marriage for our child? So 20 years down the road, that same 1 CR would be worth close to 3 to 3.5 CR for a marriage. So we would actually make those financial plans with the families, tell them where are they, how should they invest to actually reach those financial goals. Apart from that, we take their existing expenses and income framework to showcase to them that how are they doing financially and how are they going towards the financial goals. And the key is that everyone wants to have a wealthy retirement, but do people realize how much money do they need for retirement? Have they saved enough for retirement? So we actually sit and make customized solutions for them and come up with plans. That how are they doing on their overall portfolio, keeping in mind their education, the child's education, So this was a question which we have for Mr. President, how does his overall portfolio look? So basically all of us have a lot of advisors. So we would be doing some part of our investments through banks, some through random people, some cousins or some uncle's friend whom we are obliging, some through agents. So at Blue Edge, what we do is that we show them a consolidation of their overall portfolio, how their overall wealth is held across various advisors. So it shows them, what the husband, wife, son has across various advisors. And the key part is here that we segregated across various entities. So instead of the family sitting with these individual advisors, we take all the data, we call out everything. So and based on that, we give them overall recommendation whether they should have exposure to some products, reduce exposure to some products, and whether they should be looking at moving products from A to B. So it gives them an overall picture regardless of the portfolio head across various, and then we give them a performance snapshot how their portfolio is doing vis-a-vis others. This is again a quote, so I'll go ahead. The last critical part what we're looking at is into succession planning. A lot of families would like to leave money for their children. So we have come across cases where a sibling is doing far better than the other sibling, and bills typically tend to be disputed in court. So we help them coming out with a succession plan through a trust structure. So whereby families having differently abled children would like a certain amount of money to be given to their child after them. So a trust structure would ensure that the succession plan is there. So regardless of whether the bill can be probated in court, a trust will ensure that the differently abled child will keep getting the monthly amount. Similarly, for families wherein the wealth may not be equally divided between the siblings, because the parents might want to give some more to the child who's not doing that well. So a trust structure helps in that. Secondly, a trust structure will also help us in a case wherein it's a second or third generation family business, and typically a lot of the families, their generation would like to move on and do something else. So that's where a trust structure would actually play out, that you can keep your business together and you can have a professional run it and let the children do something else and they enjoy the gain of it. So a trust structure is something, or estate planning as it's called, is very popular offshore in US, UK, which is coming to India. Sure. And I have already emailed my give and ask, and I'll just leave it on the ask slide. So if there are any questions, please let me know. Sure, I think that. See, the trust structure ideally should start with the 1 CR because you'll have an annual fee which has to be paid to the trustee.
Okay. So the annual charges will be?
It will be billed to you.
Let's say I'm handing over property to my child who is not capable of taking care of himself in future, and it's a property worth 10 crores and 20 crores of bank assets.
So basically what will happen is that the trust will come with so you're asking the charges?
Yeah.
So the trust will come at a defined charge, and it will be an annuity which you'll have to pay them, and they will oversee everything for your child's betterment. And you will define the trust deed at how much a child should get in case there are 2 children or however you want to segregate it.
We'll take it offline.
Thank you.
So much.